9 important things about an Aries that everyone should understand.
An Aries is often one of the most misunderstood out of all the zodiac signs. And that's to be expected. You should always be expectant of certain backlash when you are dealing with such a strong, intense, and passionate personality. And that might not always be fair. There is more to an Aries that meets the eye. And if you give them a chance to really show you who they are, you might find that they are going to be some of the most interesting and unforgettable people you are ever going to meet in life. Here are a few things that you might want to know about an Aries' personality. Number 1. An Aries is a very strong and independent soul. They mostly like to do things on their own because they adore the challenge of individual growth. It's not that they don't like to work with others. It's just that they like to approach life at a particular pace. And they can't always expect the people around them to be able to keep up with them. They have an energy about them that is hard to match. Number 2. An Aries male or female is always going to be known to be a very honest creature. You can always expect them to wear their hearts on their sleeves. There is going to be nothing fake or insincere about them. What you see is always what you get. They will try their best to not be rude or hostile. But they're always going to want to keep things real. They will always want to be their true and authentic selves because they don't believe in censorship. They believe it is a form of dishonesty. Number 3. An Aries is going to be an incredibly generous and giving soul. They will have a lot of trouble with accepting compliments and nice comments from other people. But they would never be afraid of doling compliments out in bunches. They would never want to squander an opportunity to uplift the spirits of those around them. They would always want to make the people around them feel better as a result of their compliment. Number 4. Even though an Aries seems very strong and well put together, they are incredibly sensitive souls. They have a tendency to overthink everything. They are also incredibly introspective to the point that it triggers certain insecurities within them. They might seem like they are impulsive, but the truth is that they like to examine a situation from various different angles before they act. Number 5. Nothing is going to make an Aries feel more comfortable than whenever you make them feel like you really understand them. They will always want to surround themselves with people who are really able to relate to them. They are so used to being judged and criticized by the people they encounter in this life. That's why they see it as a breath of fresh air whenever they are with someone who truly gets where they are coming from. It's very much liberating for them. Number 6. An Aries is always going to be very dedicated and committed to their jobs and careers. They never shy away from owning up to commitments surrounding their work. They believe that life is an opportunity for them to make a significant mark on this world. And they would never back down from opportunities to grab success just because they are afraid or intimidated. They are constantly engaging in self-improvement because they know that that's the best way to make use of one's time. Number 7. An Aries would never want to cause any deliberate pain unto other people. They would always much rather hurt themselves than those who are around them. They always try their best to stay mindful of the feelings of the people in their lives. It might not seem like they care much about their relationships, but it's only because they might not be so vocal about their feelings all the time. But they would always make it a point to prove their love for others whenever necessary. Number 8. They are going to be some of the smartest people you are ever going to meet in this life. It's part of what makes them such an intimidating bunch to be around. Whenever you are around an Aries, you might feel insecure about who you are and what you're doing in life. Their sheer dominance is going to force you to take a hard look at yourself. And their strengths might eventually start to highlight the many weaknesses that you have as well. Number 9. An Aries is never going to forget about how you made them feel. They might forget about specific details surrounding your relationship. They might forget the little things. But they will never forget about the bigger picture.